I don't think I know who I truly am. Like, I know I'm a man. I know what I do for other people, and I know what people perception of me is. Like, I understand what I do for other people, but I don't know what I do for myself. And sometimes I sit there and I be trying to think, like, what am I supposed to really, like, what am I really supposed to be doing? Like, I've done a few different things, like trying to find my real true passion. Right. And I love doing this, talking to people and expressing myself, but sometimes I don't know. Like, me being a father, I did say that, but that's what I have to do. I don't know what's my true calling in this world, but maybe I will find it. I'm not like sad or nothing like that. I feel like I'm so strong and willing to find it, but I can't say that I have like a definite answer today.
That's part of the process, enjoying the journey to getting there. You know what I mean? Like, that might be where you're supposed to be in life right now. Like, just enjoying the process and finding what you're supposed to do.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Nerd Chronicles. With your host, the socially awkward nerd, Christian Paul, is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. And I come to you with not so great news. And I look at it with it's a little bit gloomy, but fortunately not all the way gloomy. But let me start off with this. I know many of y'all have heard the group by the name of DailyRapUpCrew, consisting of podcast bandmates, Eli, Ace, and Jeuu, based on New York City, based out of Brooklyn. They actually do their filming at times up in Rosedale, Queens, basically where my mother grew up, and I do have family up in that area, me personally. They've actually been starting to blow up on the map as well, on their take on model relationships, and they're literally competing with the likes of, the late Kevin Samuels, much of the Black manosphere, and even other parts of the general manosphere as well. In regards to Fresh and Fit, Roll Tomasi, all these guys, Dennis Sperling, Osei Duke Jackson, literally you name it, the whole 9 yards, and they are literally on the rise. For sure, based on their creativity, based on their topics that they mainly talk about when it comes to Black culture, as well as Black relationships, as a whole, and how Black relationships should mainly be done depending on the structure and how things, should be stabilized and how they can actually have long-lasting relationships in this current day and time. Now, and as I said before, There's clearly no one size fits all. As earlier, it's more so of like which basically size or which fit is mainly right for you, which is mainly right based on your personality, based on your mindset, and more so of your maturity. Now, with that, as they are literally up on the rise and literally building around the Christmas, New Year's holiday. More specifically, on December 29th, Jeuu was actually spending some time with his family when he was unfortunately the victim of gun violence, senseless gun violence, mind you, in which he was literally hit up in the head and literally up in the arms. And I looked at Jeeu's GoFundMe, and for folks that don't even know, basically like who Jeuu is, and if you look at the birth name, David Ramsey is the birth name of Jeuu, right? It's some very, very unfortunate stuff. He is currently in ICU right now as we speak, actually still recovering. And the good news is he's actually fully recovering. He's healing up. He's actually still in critical condition as you see, but he is improving. He's in good spirits, and his body is also improving from all of the recovery that he's mainly done. Now, I have to be very, very careful about this matter and how I go about it, because we don't fully know all of the details of what really went down, which caused you to literally be in that position. So I want to try and be extremely careful on how I go about this, which is unfortunately a sin and a shame. And I would definitely say, definitely condolences and prayers go out to his family, go out to his wife, go out to his kids, goes out to Jeeu's friends, goes out to Eli and Ace, as well as their respective families in regards to this almost senseless tragedy, which he could have easily been, unfortunately, unalived, or he could have easily transitioned, but thank God he's still here with us today, which is extremely, extremely grateful. Now I actually want to try and flip it to those that want to continue with the whole gang banging, gun violent lifestyle. And again, I want to try and be very careful because we don't know who specifically did it. We don't know what type, form, or race actually did these types of things. We don't know who specifically is actually like the mastermind of all this, because there's not enough details up in the story. But for those that want to try and do the glitz and glam on living a fast life, living a whole drug money, living the gang banging life, playing with guns and all this type of stuff while actually doing all the best thing, thinking that you're untouchable. If you guys actually fully think that way, if you want to try and go and live the heavy fast life, again, the heavy fast money, living the heavy fast violent life, thinking it's like the best way for you, that you actually see up in your friends, basically in your neighborhood, you want to try and do it just to get off an ego thrill, you might want to slow down a bit. You know what I mean? Because all of this can literally come by to you. And what you don't mainly see is you're dealing with a hardcore revolving door when you actually deal with that type of lifestyle, in which it's going to be 2 guaranteed ways that you will end up if you do not literally get out in time. And that is literally either basically ending up in like a 6 by 6 by 6 feet box, or like an 8 feet by 8 feet by maybe 6 feet box. They will literally have you trapped in there for a number of years at the minimum, up until your local state penitentiary. Or you could literally be 6 feet under, with folks literally burying you. Those are 2 more than likely outliers if you continue to stay. Those are 2 likely options that you will literally be having. And you only have 1 life to live. You know what I'm saying? Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it trying to live that life, really trying to buzz some folks, just actually trying to get your next high, actually trying to get your instant flex? Why try to pull all these things on some innocent bystander that literally has nothing, and I repeat, nothing, to do this whole ordeal, and literally does not even want to be involved in that life? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, why try to take somebody's life for that? Like, for what? This, you want to like get like an instant fix. Just want to try and get that fast money and not even try to work extremely your butt off. And a lot of y'all don't see it, but there's no easy way to literally making money. There's no fast way to make a crud ton of money literally up in life. There's no guarantees in this. And that's what a lot of y'all that are in this lifestyle mainly do not realize. And I'm urging you and I'm warning you now. There are a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that are literally trying to get it at you, try to use you to actually try and make a profit off of you, up in your local prison plantation. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand, like, it's one thing. Maybe you can actually try to use that energy, actually try and get hooked on some criminals, or get with somebody that's corrupt, but get somebody that's like innocent, got nothing to do with it, and that's an easy target. Oh man. Let's shake my head. Enough said. Thank God you surviving. And